Hi guys, I'm Mikey. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to take a look at Lovable's new design features. Now, Lovable now has a design tab inside of their project. So let me just click on the projects for you so you can see. So if you click on this, you can see there's a new design tab. You just click on plus, you can see design. And if you click on it, we have themes, and we haven't updated visual edits that they have revamped. So visual edits has always been a thing. So you click on visual edits, and then while this loads, you can click on something like this, and then you can normally edit it in here. But now it's in the sidebar, and it looks a lot more robust, a lot clearer to understand. In addition to that, we also have, if I go back to design, we have themes. So if I hover over these themes, you can see that it changes, which is really nice. So you can now add themes, and these themes are all made using CSS code, and you can create your own themes and upload them as well. And to create your own theme, you can go to a website called TweakCN. This is the easiest way to do it, and you can just play around with these values here, or you can start from a base and then just tweak it to your liking. So for example, if I want to change the typography to something else, I can change it to this and it'll change, or I can change the color from this. Maybe I want something like this. You get the point anyway. And yeah, and once you have something you like, you can go to code, click on copy. Actually, let me copy a good one. So yeah, copy this one, go to code, copy, and then I go back to Lovable, and then in themes I click on plus, and I can click on import, can paste it, press import, save as new. And what was this one called again? This one was called dark matter, so I'm just going to call it dark matter as well. So I'm going to save new theme, and boom. Now I'm just going to hover over it wherever it is here, you can see that the accent colors and things slightly change, which is really nice. So what we're going to do, we're going to build a relatively simple app just so we can dive deeper into these new features. And the app we're going to build is an instant client quote calculator. So simple web app where user enters project details and the app generates an estimated price range, scope outline, and downloadable PDF. And we've got more detail prompt here. I use ChatGPT to help me generate this. And before we get started in that, just take a look at the new Lovable interface. It looks really nice. So instead of the top bar you had here of all this information here, used to be at the top, now it's in the sidebar, and then you have the projects tab, resources, templates soon. If you click on that, you can see we have a load of nice clean templates that actually don't look like, you wouldn't tell they were generated with AI. So these are really nicely designed, well made templates, and I like this approach they're going for, because compare that to the explore page. At the top you might find really great designs, but as you scroll down you can just see that a lot of these are just very average, very obviously AI generated with the gradients and the AI tells, but these templates look really clean and professional. So I like this approach going for, and the learn tab where you can just learn about Lovable and the best practices. So without further ado, let's get started. And what I'm going to do straight away, I'm just going to click on our dark matter theme, and yeah, that's it really. That's all I'm going to do. But you can also add files. They're not only images, you can add documents, spreadsheets, other files as well, to help with your prompt and help support what you're building as well, and to pull information from as well. But we don't need that for now, so I'm just going to press enter. Okay, so you can see Lovable's finished, and yes, it's used our theme. There's a couple of things that we need to just verify and make sure. So first, I really like the dark mode theme, and if we just click on this, or we click on edit, we go to typography. Okay, we can see that it doesn't really have the fonts at the moment. I'm not sure if that's an issue. Let me click on edit on this one. Okay, it hasn't quite saved the fonts here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back into tweaks again. I'm just going to have a quick glance at the fonts. So we have Geist Mono as the sans serif font, and try and find Geist Mono. Okay, there is no Geist Mono, so I'm just gonna have to choose one of these. So let's choose Work Sans, and then Mono. We do have Geist Mono here, so I'm just gonna press. And this, let's just choose Laura, and then I'm just gonna press Save. So save changes to dark matter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna re-click this theme. I can apply. And then I'm also going to load up a prompt. I'm going to say use the dark mode version of my theme, and also make sure the font used is Geist Mono instead of, what did we just choose? Work Sans. And I'm just going to enter this as well. And boom, just like that, we have something that looks really nice and clean and, you know, kind of more modern, I think. I just prefer this dark mode feel compared to the light mode. And what we are going to do now, we actually need to make this work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test this first. So let's click on generate quote and see what happens. Okay, and if I click on export as PDF, does it work? And yes, the PDF generation works perfectly as well. So now let's go back to the original prompt. We can see the further improvements. So we can add this AI scope generation. So I'm going to say add and implement. I'm going to use chat mode for this. I'm going to press enter. And this way we can actually connect it to a backend, connect it to AI, so we don't just get like generic templated quotes every time we click on create new quote or generate. And while we're doing that, let's try and look at the new visual edits. So if I click on this again and wait for this to load. Okay, and if I click on something like this, you can see that I can increase the padding. So I can drag it to increase it, and or I can just reset this, or I can just type a number, for example, increase it by a little bit, but let's just put it by 16, and then you can increase the margin, or this, okay, nice, and you can increase the margin like I said. You can also change the color, so if you want to use a different color like this, obviously that wouldn't work, you can if you want. You can even use custom colors, so if I want to go for something like a pink or purple, I could do that. So basically what you could do with the old visual edits you can do, and you can also add a border width, which is nice as well. This is a nice change. Before you had to go in the code or prompt, but now you can just add nice border widths, and then you can select the style as well, which is really nice. So if I select something like 4, and then I can do a dashed one, you can see it looks pretty crazy. And then the effects of the border radius, you can change that as well. Shadows and the opacity, which is nice as well. So really nice edits you can make to, you know, cards. And that's what about the text. So if I click on this, you can change the text that you could, background color, and similar stuff as well. And you can change the font size, style from serif to mono. So you see the serif font we chose, which is Laura, you can change it to that or mono, and you can select the font weight as well.